Okay, I'm back. This time I've got a follow-up video to my follow-up video. All right, so I'm still teaching, or I'm still trying to explain the first three videos along with the first three exercises here. So let me show a few more sample problems that have to do with these exercises. Don't forget, this video right here, the third video down, goes with the third exercise. So we're going to do one of those problems as well. But yeah, here we go. All right. So this is the type of problem that you're going to be expected to do. Starting with the one over here on the left, let's take a look. So again, we're writing equations that match the statements that are given to us. And this one right here is a little bit trickier, but really it's not. If you follow that first step, the first step is to slow down and just make sense of the problem. What it says is 29 is, there's that key word again, is 6 more than k. Okay, let's break it down. Try to make some sense of it. Is. Okay, we know that that right there is going to be a pretty good indicator that that is going to be equal, right? And then, of course, right over here, we have more than k. Well, more than. I feel like I've heard that before, like maybe, for example, third grade. More than is a huge clue that we need to have the operation addition in this equation. So when I go to write this one, again, I'm going to literally write it exactly the way it looks. 29, it's really hard to write with my mouse here, is, or equals, 6 more than k. There it is, okay? So that right there would be the equation that goes in that first box. Now, to solve for k, again, you're going to have to isolate k. Right now, 6 is being added to k. Take away 6 from both sides of the equation, and you will find out that, well, I'm not going to give you the answer. I think you can probably figure that one out. Okay, let's look at the next problem. Again, a little more complicated, but not that bad. I'm going to slow down and read it. 28 is 12 less than k. All right, look at your big clues. Is. Okay, that's a fancy way of saying equals. Less than, that's your operation right there. Less than indicates subtraction. So I'm literally going to write the equation exactly the way it reads. 28 is, now this is where it gets slightly confusing, 12 less than k. So a lot of students will write 12 minus k. But if you actually read it carefully, it says less than k. Okay, so what is actually being subtracted from? What are we taking from here? Well, we're actually taking from k. Less than k. Okay, you have to make sure that you write your subtraction problems the correct way, because it's going to affect your next step. All right, there's your equation. That's what would go in the box, the first box. Now, in order to figure out what k is, you would have to do the inverse of what is already being done to it. Right now, 12 is being subtracted from it. You would add 12 to both sides to figure out what the value of k is. Okay? And again, I'm not going to give you that answer. I think you can figure that one out. Okay. Now, for the next, let me move my face over here. There we go. Okay, so now for the last exercise here. Can I zoom in? Can I zoom in? A little bit. Yeah, that's about all we're going to get. Okay, so here we go. Same exact thing, but now it's in a real life word problem. Again, slow down, read it carefully. After Luca took his dogs for a walk, he gave them 6 dog treats. Okay, great. So the dog's gone for a walk. The dog has 6 treats. That's fantastic. Okay, I'm sure that's a happy dog. It also says that when his dad got home from work, he gave the dog T more treats. Okay, so now we're really starting to get to the bottom of it here. Let me make sure I can get my pen out. Okay. Altogether, that day, Luca's dog got 10 dog treats. All right, this problem here is full of clues, and it just comes down to being able to identify those clues. All right, the dog already got 6 treats. His dad got home. He got T more. That word right there, more, should really, really, really be giving you a good indication as to what we're doing here. Also, take a look at this phrase, all together. Okay, the word more and the phrase all together, both of those are huge, huge indicators that we're probably going to be doing some adding here. All right, and it says right here that all together that day, his dog got 10 treats. So after the first walk, the dog got 6 treats. It looks like later on that day, we added some more treats. And then at the end, all together, okay, at the end of the day, all together, he received 10 treats. So if you actually take a look at the equation here, it matches the words perfectly. Here's the initial 6 right here. Let me get my pointer out. Okay, here's my initial 6 treats that the dog got. This is what dad gave him. You add them together, and that's going to give you the total number of treats that the dog got that one day. So there's your equation. I just told you what goes in this box right here. All right, how many dog treats did Luca's dad give the dogs? Well, remember, T is the variable that represents that. It says it right here. When his dad got home from work, he gave the dogs T more treats. So we're trying to figure out what T is. So again, isolate the variable. Instead of adding 6 to T, why don't we try subtracting 6 from T? What that does is that gives us T all by itself. We also have to subtract 6 from the right side of the equation. And when we do that, we find out that dad, that's not working. Dad gave the dogs 4 treats. Okay, it's the only number that can go there to make this equation make any sense. All right, after watching my 2 videos and after watching his videos, you should be able to complete exercises 1 through 3. Again, if you have any questions, if you need any help with one of them, please let me know. You guys all have my phone number, my Google Voice phone number. Let me know, text me, I'll help you out. Okay? Good luck.